Hello everyone, this is Girish dealing with the third session on the Solidworks Basics Part Modeling. Well, agenda of the session is to deal with the introduction of the part modeling. We'll see which and all the basic tools are available and how to utilize them. And we'll see the basics of first angle and the third angle projections. How exactly we're gonna use and in real life scenario, uh, which angle of projection we're gonna use. We'll see that one. Analyzing the standard views. There are different set of standard views like top view, front view, side view, and how to utilize them to create the standard draftings. We'll see that one. Ordering features and dealing with the basic features. So ordering features in the sense which features we need to draw first and which at the last. According to the manufacturing approach, we'll see that one. And we'll deal with a few exercises and then we'll have a quick tips while working with the parts. I'll give you the quick tips so that you can utilize the same on real life scenarios. Yeah, as we were talking about the first angle and third angle projection. So in the first angle projection, you'll be having the front view first and the top view at the bottom. As you could see here, this is the front view you'll be having at the first one and the top view will be at the bottom. In third angle projection, the first view itself is a top view and this one, and the front view will be just below that and you'll be having the side view just beside it. So very important. So whenever you are going to deal with the third angle projection, most commonly we're gonna use the third angle projection only in every case of scenarios. So the top view will be first, front and side. So basically everywhere you're gonna see this structure only. Remember that. So in India also we're gonna just deal with the third angle projection. In US and all they're gonna use the first angle projection. Okay, front, the top and side is known as third angle projection. Again there is some complications. Let's say if you consider a plus mark here, straight line, if I consider, let's say consider this one here. So this will be the first quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth quadrant. So if a man is standing here, if this is a mirror, if he sees from this side, the front face will be visible first, right? And then the top view. So if I just make it tilt to 90 degrees again, so front view will lie here, right, on this line. So the front is here and the top, if I see from the top will be here. So first is front view and the top view, it is same here. And if I consider the same with the third angle, first quadrant and second quadrant, it will be the third quadrant. If the man is standing here, the front view will be on this particular face, and if I tilt it to 90 degrees, it will lie here, and the top view, it will be from here, it will lie here. So according to that, the top view will be first and the front will be at the second. So that is a simple scenario. That is how I understood the first angle and the third angle projection. But remember, third angle projection is first you'll have the top view and the front view, just beside it you'll be having the side views. Okay, so we'll directly jump into the software and we'll see how to work on the Solidworks Workbench. So we'll take a simple scenario, that is frame guide, into account and we'll start modeling. Okay, so in the previous series we have gone through the SketchUp Workbench, so how to utilize the particular workbench and how to deal with these all the scenarios we have seen. Now we'll go with the basics of part modeling. So to deal with the part modeling, as I said, you can use the Control N is a shortcut to switch between the templates. So I'll choose the part, assembly and the drawing templates into account. So right now I'll go ahead with the part. Okay, so this is the workbench you'll be having. So first thing is to deal with this particular model. As you could see at your corner left hand side, the frame guide, which is visible, right? So by just looking at it, it is into isometric view. So I'll start with the front view. Okay, if I see from the front, I can simply draw the rough sketch of it, right? So you can simply select the isometric view, and from here you can see these are the different planes. And if I see the isometric view, it will be like this. So I need to start from the front plane. You can simply select it, select the sketch icon. Okay, now you can simply start dealing with the rough sketch of it as I told. So go ahead with the line tool, simply draw a basic line like this. So in SolidWorks, if you want to draw the curve, you don't need to switch to the circle and all. So if you just hover your cursor towards this particular center point, it will automatically lets you to create the circle. So you don't need to switch between the tools. Remember that, one of the great shortcut. And you can simply draw the reference like this. Okay, once you are done with this, you can simply go ahead with the dimensions. I'll go ahead with the smart dimension. You can use the shortcuts anyway. So from here to here it is 107, right? And the radius is the outside one is 30. So what I can do is I'll give it as 30 now. And I'll simply offset this, or else you can simply choose this offset tool by just holding the control and selecting the edges into account like this. You can give the offset value, you can reverse the direction, you can give the value how much it is, 11. Okay, and accordingly you can just change the values. So for me this should be radius 30. Yeah, and then the distance between these two is as given 38. That's fine. We have the distance from the origin to the center is 53. You can define the same from here to this location as given. It is 51 actually. Fine. So remaining will be 43 and all. You don't need to worry about it. So right now you can use the shortcuts to simply close the sketch accordingly like this. So now you could still say it is under defined, right? So what might be the issue? This one. If I drag this line, it is still under defined. You can define the height from this location to this. It is 41. Now the sketch is fully defined. You can exit accordingly and you can create the features here. In the part modeling workbench, once you exit from the SketchUp workbench, you'll be having the tools, that is extruded boss, which will help you to just extrude the model. As you could see in the animation, you could extrude it. It will add the material. Okay, in one direction, in two direction, you can create the solid features. Okay, I'll deal with this for now. Later on we can just switch to the other tools. So right now the thickness is 48. There are different options here. I'll choose the mid plane. So from the mid plane it should distribute both sides, that is of 48. Okay, yeah, so we have the basic scenario here. Let me just deal with the fillets now. The fillet here is radius 6. You can simply select this quick access toolbar to define the radius, or else you can use the fillet chamfer. There are two options available. I need the fillet. Select it and define the radius value here. It is 6 for me, and here also it is the same, and you can define it. Okay, so now I don't need to define the radius here. This time I'll use the quick access tool, this one. So here the radius is 13, and even this side it is same. So we are almost near to the end. So I do need to create the cutout here. The best practice is you need to create the plane on it, and then you need to create the sketch on the plane. So you can use the coincident relation to just give the plane on that particular face. Best way is you can simply select the face and you can draw it, but according to the manufacturing standards, if you are giving this model to the CNC works, better to deal with this. Okay, now I need to create a simple slot, so better to go ahead with the slot, otherwise you can use the same tool, line. From here you can draw it like this, and then you can use the same shortcut which I have set to you and simply complete the sketch like this. One of the best way to just make it with respect to references, just use vertical relation and define the dimensions accordingly. So dimension here is just 13. Actually, okay, it's 13 only, and from here to the bottom edge distance is 25. Yeah. Now this time I'll simply exit the workbench. Now I'm into the part design workbench now. I'll hide this particular plane, I don't need it now. The sketch is available. Now this tool, extruded cut, what exactly it does is it will remove the material according to the sketch you have defined. I'll just select this tool, I'll define the sketch to account, and here you can simply select the blind option, or else you can select the up to surface. So you can select the next phase up to where you want to remove the material. This is like this, so it will remove the material up to the next surface. Well, the final step is to just create the hole on this face. As I said, you can simply create the plane and work on, or else you can simply select the face only, click on sketch, and now I need a circle. So from here to here I need to define it. So I'll add the value as diameter 10 here, and if I just hover on this arc, it will give me the center reference. So you can do the same while you are working on. Okay, once you are done with this, you can simply click on this exit, or else you can set the shortcut. For me it is Q, insert sketch and exiting the sketch, both the same. Best shortcut is you can activate the 3D instant, and if I simply select the sketch, you can drag it to remove the material, you can drag it to add the material. So depending upon your requirement, you can simply drag it down, so accordingly the material will be removed. So automatically it performs the extruded cut feature. So that is the one of the advanced features in SolidWorks, that is 3D instant. Now I do need to create the reference hole here. For that I'll choose the bottom face, and exactly at the center I need to create a diameter 5 is the value. You can simply select C for circle, you can refer the center axis, define it as 5 diameter. Okay, and this should be exactly at the center of this. You can simply hover here, or else you can activate the reference axis so that you can able to define the center reference like this, and from here to here it should be vertical. So I'm done with that. You can again simply select the tool and you can extrude it like this. Once you get this icon in the quick access, you can simply select the cut. Few of the advanced tools I'm explaining. Okay, again you can go back and you can hide them. So we are almost done with this model now, right? Now how to apply the appearances for this. You can directly go to the appearance tab, and from the appearances you can choose the whichever the appearance you are looking for. I need the brush steel should be applied on this model. Simply drag and drop it and apply to the feature. Okay, well, now this is all about modeling. Now how to create the standard drafting for this. For that you can simply click on this icon, that is new. You can select this option, that is make drafting from the part. 7 insert, you can define the location where you want to save it and proceed further. I need the A3 standard, I'll select it, and here, as I said in the previous session, view palette will give all the standard views. Right now I need the third angle into account. What should be the way? You can simply drag the front view, okay, and on this I need the top, and this side I need side view, and here I need the isometric view. So this is what exactly replicate the third angle projection. Okay, and now if you want to change the appearance of this, you can simply select the model view, and you can change the display style with the shaded edges. And now for these I need to define the dimensions. One of the best ways you can use this model items. You can select entire model into account. You can select the dimensions and holes into account. If you want, just click on green check. Software will automatically specify the dimensions for you, and you can select all the dimensions. And if I select this icon, you can use this auto arrange dimensions. Software will try to automatically arrange all the dimensions accordingly. Okay, yeah. So if you don't want the dimensions, you can simply select them and you can delete them. Well, again, if you want to add the extra dimensions into account, it is same as that of here. You can simply select the smart dimension and you can place the dimensions like this. Okay, so this is how you can create the simple drafting into the SolidWorks. So these are the simple basic modeling here. So now we'll just simply go ahead with one more model. Same thing, go to the part template and select the template as a part. So this time I'll go ahead with the cutoff holder. I'll select this time I'll go ahead with the right plane. On it I'll create this sketch. As you could see at your left corner, I'm gonna draw the same. You can use the line as a reference. Draw the rough sketch. Okay, so once you're done with this, you can use the smart dimension tool to dimension accordingly. So this should be 38, and the overall distance from here to here, it is 54, and from here to here it is 8. This side also it is same. Here I need to define it again, and then I do have to define this distance. There should be 16, and there should be a little bit at the bottom. You can simply drag it accordingly to adjust the sizes, and same thing here, 50. Now particularly this midpoint and this origin should be at the vertical relation so that you can get the same, right? So fine, this is 16 actually. You can simply double click on the dimension to make the changes accordingly. Okay, so I just need to extrude it accordingly. You can use the features, reverse the direction up to 89. Length you can define it here, 89, blind, green check. Okay, and then I need to create the feature on this face. I'll simply select this face and click on sketch, and now here I'll draw the circle as a reference at this location. The radius is 17. I need the diameter value as 34. That's fine. So you can use the convert entities to simply convert this edge, this option. That line will be converted into account. Now you can simply select the line, and you can draw the tangent coincident like this, and from here also you can do the same. These are the reference snaps. So once you get these two icons, you can simply left click to get these relations into account. Okay, see for circle, the radius is 3, so it is 6. Not actually, it is 13. Okay, the height from here to here is 41. but still it is underdefined. The reason might be these should be vertical. Yep, that's all. So now you can simply trim which is not needed. You can select the tip or trim. This will remove the extra feature. We're ready to just extrude it now. Go back, extrude up to 13 mm and enter the value. If the direction is reversed, you can simply click on this icon to reverse the direction. This merge results will help you to combine these two bodies. Okay. Yeah, I do need to create one more feature on this particular face. You can simply select this face and sketch on it. C for circle. The reference is ready here. Define it as 28 and there should be something else, so you can again select the smart dimension to define the dimension here. There should be 28 and the inside diameter is 13 actually. Okay, from the center to this one he has defined the dimension. It is 38 actually, right? Reason behind it I define is it is not horizontal. You can define the horizontal relation. Yep, now I'll just go back. This time I'll explain how to deal with the multi features. So I'll simply select the sketch and I'll extrude it up to a certain height, let's say 3 mm. Okay, I'll click on green check. Now I need to create a cutout. You can simply select the same sketch from the feature. Now here we have the contour selection. From here you can choose the region which you want to remove and simply drag it out and green check. So there the cutout will be created like this, right? At this edge I need a fillet. Select the fillet from the quick access toolbar and define the radius 3. Hit enter. Right, same thing for this region as well as these regions. So in that cases you can simply edit this particular fillet, and if the radius is same you can simply select the other edges into account as well, like this. Okay, so once you are done with that you can go ahead with the other features. Okay, so now we are okay with this model, no issues. And if you want to again define the appearances for this, simply select this option appearances, go to features. From here you can simply change the color. This is another way. This is just to change the color. Okay, just to cross check, this is fine. 16. Yep, no issues. Yep, I'll simply save this model as well. Now this time we'll go ahead with the few complicated modeling. I'll select the corner block into account, as you could see at your corner, right? So start with this. What I'll do is I'll simply create the square first, and accordingly I'll create the cutouts. The first thing I need to do here is I'll simply create a sketch. The dimensions for that is I'll simply select the front plane, and here I'll select the center rectangle into account. From the center the height should be 65 and the width should be 70, right? And then once I exit and extrude it, this length should be 80. So we have the first feature into account. Now I need to create the cutout accordingly. First thing is I need to remove this feature, so it is of 25 mm. So I'll just select this face. I'll do the same. So first thing I need to create is this particular shape. I'll simply draw it now. I'm not considering any dimensions here. So from here to here, and then this is what I need here, and you can use the smart dimension to dimension accordingly. The height from this to this he has given as 35. Control Z. Actually this is not horizontal. Oh, there is something wrong with this. Yep, now you can define the same. It should be 35 actually. And then we do have the dimension of this line. It is 38, right? Now I need to just remove the material up to 45. What I'll do is I'll simply select this one and I'll use the reverse direction. I don't know exactly how much I need to remove, right? But I know the overall length is 80, so 45 I just need to remove the material up to 35. Just define the same. Sorry, you have added the material here. You can simply select the extruded cut, the sketch. I think the sketch is open somewhere. We'll just modify the same. Fully defined. What might be the issue? Okay, this structure is creating the issue, right? What you can do is you can simply edit the sketch, and even you can include these regions into account for now, because even this sketch gonna help us to remove that additional material as well. So I'll select this one, and in the contour I'll simply select this region to remove material as well as this region, and then again I'll select the sketch, remove the material. This time this is the reference, extra 20, 35 plus 20. You can simply add the both, right? So now I do need to create the plane here. For that reason, what I'll do is I'll simply select this face. I'll draw a reference line, so from this point to here. So I know that from this point to this edge it is 35. That's okay, so I can simply give it as a reference axis. Come out of this. I'll showcase how to create the reference planes. You can go to this reference planes, just select the plane account, and here you can select this plane, and the next point is this as a reference. Okay, now once you get the plane accordingly, you can simply create any of this shape what you are looking for. To simply remove that material, exit, and go ahead with the actually the sketch is too big. You can reduce the size of it a bit. You can even press N to switch that side whether you are removing the correct material or not. Cross check. Yep, that's good. You can simply go to the extruded cut, green check. That's all. You can hide this edge as well. So this is what we are looking for, right? Yeah. So this is how you can deal with this one, and next even we have the different shapes. Accordingly you can work on. So I think these 3 examples are enough in this session. So from this you could able to get how to deal with exactly this kind of simple models and quite complicated model as well. Okay, coming back to the summaries now. So we have gone through the introduction of the part modeling, and we have seen the few of the models which we need to deal with actually, that is corner block and cutoff holders. We have gone through the first angle and third angle projections and analyzing the standard views, different standard views, top view, right view, front view, however we want to use, we can utilize them. Ordering the features and dealing with the basic features. So we have seen in the model how to deal with the extrude features and the cut extruded features and how to deal with the fillets. I missed out how to just order the features there. So always remember to create these cut features and the extrude features, you can do it first and then you can go ahead with the chamfers and the fillets. They are the applied features, and the extrude and the cut extrude are the sketch based features that you need to utilize first. Okay, so we have seen the exercises. Quick tips while working on this particular models are: remember how to create the planes, we have gone through that, right? 3D instant will help you to just deal with the advanced extrudes and cut extrudes. Quick access tools like fillets and all, chamfers and all, you can just do it in one shot, right? So these are the few explanations regarding it. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your time. If you like the content, please do like, comment if you have any doubts, and if you are looking for the new series to be added into account, please do subscribe, and you can even share this particular channel to your colleagues. Thank you. Stay tuned.